prospect of Donald Trump becoming the leader of the party, and it absolutely drives them crazy. They just cannot imagine sharing. Well, because he's an outsider. He's not them. He's not part of the club. He's uncontrollable. He hasn't been through the initiation rites. He didn't belong to the secret society.
We're going to protect Christianity, and I can say that. I don't have to be politically correct. We're going to protect it. If you look what's going on throughout the world, you look at Syria, where if you're Christian, they're chopping off heads. You look at the different places, and Christianity, it's under siege.
Paranoia is in bloom, transmissions will resume. I try to keep us all down, hold up, but we will never see the truth around. Another promise, another seed, a package like to keep us trapped in greed. A green belts wrapped around our minds, an endless red tape to keep the truth confined.
I got to know Donald Trump after he spoke here in 2012, and I learned so much about him that the public never hears. I called him about a large Christian ministry in another state that needed some help. I learned within a day or two he had donated $100,000 of his own money. He learned about Clyde Frazier Jr., who ran the Harlem Hoops tournament in the inner city and was killed in the 9/11 attacks, and he searched down the family and he donated the money to keep that tournament going. Example after example like that of just generosity that never made it into the public's eye. We got his limousine broke down one time. A couple stopped and helped him. He paid off their mortgage a few days later. On 60 Minutes, Trump was watching a report about a Maytag plant that moved out of Iowa into Mexico, and the three companies in that report, he actually searched them out. They were about to go out of business because Maytag had left, and he found ways to buy products from those companies through his hotels to keep them in business. He gave the money to the local Domino's pizza restaurant so they could buy cheese and bread. You look at the fruits of his life and all the people he's provided jobs, I think that's the true test of somebody's Christianity, not whether or not they use the right theological terms. Jesus said, render unto Caesar, and that means be good citizens, be voting citizens. And he said, when I go in the voting booth, I'm not electing a Sunday school teacher or a theologian or somebody who agrees with my theological views. I'm voting for the person who is most qualified to be the President of the United States.